Hello, traders, and welcome to TradingWithBill.com on a Wednesday, hump day of our trading week, on a Wednesday morning, 8:32 Bangkok, Thailand, 21:32 on Wall Street on a Tuesday night. Traders, great to be with you. A lot to talk about today. Things are happening. The big day today, Article 50 gets signed by the UK to start the clock to leave the Eurozone. What are the markets going to do? I have no idea. I really have no idea. But I got some trades that I got lucky on, and I didn't get lucky. I planned it a long time ago, but I was in two trades that were out for, I've been in them since last Thursday. Early in Asia today, I was able to bail out of my pound dollar trade with good profit. It took 5 trading days to get out of this trade. It was a little nerve-wracking. I was up and down and all around, but yesterday, during the New York session in the afternoon, the pound sold off. The dollar just went up. The dollar index went up 0.02%, and the pound sold off. Really nice stuff. Okay, I'm going to show you all this in just a second. Let's get over and let's take a look at what's going on. Some numbers, a little bit of what news is coming out today, and we'll get to the charts in just a moment. Like I said, a lot to go over today. S&P 500 futures up 0.03%, NASDAQ up 0.06%, Dow 30 up 0.73%, S&P 500 VIX down 7.76%. Ooh, that hurts, right? The Nikkei 225 is currently negative 0.19%, and the dollar index just went down to is just up now 0.01%. So that's sort of like slacking off. And the Euro index is up 0.09% as we speak. Interesting, huh? Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Let's take a real quick look at commodities and see what we got going. You know, I'm interested in the oil, right? What's WTI at? 48.49, up 0.25%. Brent oil is up 0.08%. I'm sorry, 0.06%, and that's at 51.48. I've been saying this for, I'd say, close to a year and a half now, that oil's going to stay above $50 a barrel, and it's doing it. It's coming back up, and I expect both these to be in the next week or so above $50 a barrel and stay there. Not even, just stay there. What's my good friend coffee doing? Coffee's pretty all over the place, huh? Coffee's down today, 0.28%, currently at 138.93 for coffee. Gold is down 0.54%. It's now at $1,248.85 as I speak. All right, let's take a look at some of the news today, what we got coming out. Like I said, it is the big day for the UK. They signed Article 50, and we look to see what's going to happen. How's the pound going to react? How's the euro going to react? And we'll get to that. We'll get to some charts. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Okay, so early in Asia, we had FOMC Williams speak, and really not a lot. I've got to tell you, the European session doesn't look real exciting. We have German CPI month-on-month medium impact news event. Could do something. But, I've looked and I don't have a time that this Article 50 is going to get signed. So that's pretty interesting because that's going to leave traders on edge now through the European and New York session till Europe closes. When are they going to sign that piece of paper? Everybody says it's today. We just don't know what time it is today. So we have to keep an eye on that. We need to stay away from pound pairs, right? I'd even stay away from euro pairs, to be honest with you. Just stay away from those two pairs and trade something else, which we are doing today. All right, what do we got in the U.S.? GDP, quarter on quarter, they're expecting 2.0%. Last was 1.9% previous. We have GDP price index coming out of the U.S., 2.0 versus 2.0, no change there. And really, real consumer spending quarter on quarter. Now, they have this as a low impact news event. I think it's a big number. I think this shows what the people are spending, and this is a pretty good gauge, I would think. And right at the moment, they're expecting 3.1 versus 3.0. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. And that's in the New York session. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that. And that's right at the New York Open, by the way. All right, what else we got? FOMC member Mester speaks today. I'm sure I messed that name up. And Kaplan is also speaking 11 a.m. on Wall Street. As far as Asia goes tomorrow, pretty quiet. We got New Zealand building consents month on month. And that's about it as far as Asia for tomorrow morning. So we'll keep an eye on that. All right, traders, let's do it. Let's get to the charts. Let's take a look at some things. First thing I want to take a look at, let's take a look at the euro, okay? So this is the euro, and you can see here, these were my entries previously, right? These are all my entries that I haven't taken them off the table. I was in here, right, on this down move, come sideways. Now, these are 1 hour candles, right? So these are all the days I've been in this. I'm saying this gap's going to get filled. What happens? This dumps. I stay in the trade, right? Next thing I know, the gap gets filled and just takes off to the upside, right? We're at 1.0903. And this just moves to the upside, comes back down, does the old L move here. And luckily, in New York, right, trading session, thank you very much, for the euro, decides to L for lower. Here we are. Now it's just mingling around here. All indecision candles. Nothing going on in Asia. Now we got to wait for London Open. I'm still in this trade. I'm about 12 pips to the negative. However, I have a very, very tight stop. Very tight stop. I think my stop is at 0832 on my stop. So I got a very tight stop on this. I'm not going to... If I take the loss, I take the loss. I'm not too worried about it. I'm in at a very small position. So I'm not even worried about this. If I take the hit, I take the hit. It's nothing big. It's not going to affect me psychologically. And what it is, right? We don't like take losses, but I'm keeping a big stop on this because I don't know how this Article 50 situation is gonna handle. What's the market's gonna do? I don't know. I've never seen it in my trading career. I don't know if anybody else has ever seen something like this go on. So we'll just keep an eye on that. All right, let's get over to the other trade that I'm in, and I'm out, by the way. You all remember this from last week. This was our trade entry here. And then, of course, I re-entered here at resistance. And what happens? This goes up, comes all the way back down, right? I'm not in enough profit here to get out of here yet. I'm not, right? I'm not ready to get out. What happens? This goes up, comes down. Here's my entry here, folks, right? This is my entry candle here. I'm not in enough to bail out of this yet. This is like 15 pips or what, I'm just not ready to get out of this. I want this to come down to my take profit level here. I wait through the weekend, over the weekend. Monday, we're here or here, right? This is the 25th, 28th. This is yesterday, right? So Monday, I'm here, right? And I'm a little bit, because I'm in this at full steam, by the way. I'm in here full throttle. We're going to sell this because I thought this was going to sell off big time here. I thought it was going to sell off big time here. You can see where my take profit zone was, right? So I'm all over the place with this. So now I'm sort of like, all right, now what's going to happen? So my day wraps up yesterday. I wrapped it up pretty early yesterday. Went out for dinner. So by 8 o'clock, I was finished with my charts. And I was pretty fortunate. I get up this morning. I'm at my computer at 6:15 this morning, Bangkok time. That's 19:15 on Wall Street on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning for me. And I see this beautiful move here. Sell off, sideways. I'm up at this candle here. I'm watching this candle to close. This closes. I get this to come down. My stop, I move to like right here. I think it was 23.86. I put my stop, something like that. Put my stop there. Folks, what do I see? This starts to pull back. You can see where I closed it. Out of there. Gone. In profit. Nice profits on this trade. Like I said, I was in full steam ahead. This could have been a loss for me. This could have been a significant loss for me. I'm in this full steam, right? Full throttle. And this could have been a significant loss for me. I just stayed in this trade. I stayed in this because I knew this pound was going to sell off. I was thinking yesterday and the day before, you know, buy the rumor, sell the facts, right? Sort of, kind of, maybe, right? So I'm thinking this is going to do its thing to the downside. We're in. Let's go. This thing never sells off, folks. This thing doesn't sell off where I'm going to make some profits here, right? Luckily, in New York yesterday, it took care of me early in the day in London, and then just continued throughout the day. Comes on down here. I'm out. I'm out. And I'm in good profit. So trade worked out. Patience, patience, patience. And it didn't affect me in the brain, right? Trading's all about psychology, folks. It's all about how you think, right? I could have bailed out of this, took a hit, and I would have been whining today if this sold off, and I would have gotten out here and taken a substantial hit on my account. But that didn't happen. That didn't happen, and everything, worked out. And it just worked out. Confidence in your trade. I knew this was going to sell off either at the news event or before it, and it's exactly what we did. All right, I don't want to pound that to smithereens. All right, what's our trade plan for today, traders? Yep, we're going to look at the Aussie dollar. Away from the euro pairs, away from the pound pairs. Let's just look at a really simple trade plan today. Don't even know if I'm going to get in it, to be honest with you. I'm not real eager to trade anything, to be honest with you, today. I mean, I'm being blunt honest. I'm not looking to enter nothing. And there's no data coming out for the Aussie. There's nothing coming out of China. There's nothing coming out of Japan. There's nothing coming out that really can stimulate this pair except for the dollar index, right? If the dollar comes strong, this will sell off. Dollar came a little bit strong today in Asia the last 2 hours, right? And, we see some movement here. But this is in a nasty range. But I want my entry at 76.70. I want an entry at 76.70. That's right about at the 50% Fibonacci level right here. And we'll enter to the short side. We're going to get out at 75.93, which is this line here. And you can see the green arrow, right? This is where we want to basically get out. It's support, right? But I always put my limit to get out usually above that, because what if it doesn't make it all the way down there and I'm not sitting in front of my computer? With that pound trade today, I was fortunate that I was sitting in front of my computer when this continued to sell off. My computer's fired up at 6 o'clock. I went and got coffee, this, that, and the other thing. Sit down and I see this is the pound selling off. Well, this is how you got to watch this too, right? If this gives us our entry, it's going to sell off, and then we could take it down. You could also do this, folks. We could do this also. And this isn't. I'm a big guy about we can do something like this, right? And then why don't we take this baby to the downside here, right? Of a break of the trend line. I know it's an arrow, but the break of the trend line, and we'll just take this to the downside there. It's an option. The problem is, look at what we got here. We got a lot of Forex junk right here, folks. There's no open space here. There's nothing. This is not a clean ride down. That's why I'm more to this entry here. And sorry about that, folks. A little too quick on the mouse. You know how it goes. And so come on, folks, we move. Thank you. So yeah, sort of a day to chill. And I hate that. I used to hate when I was in trading rooms and people say, "Oh, don't trade, chill out, don't trade." But we've never been in a situation with this Article 50. So I'm not eager to jump into any trades today. I made good profits today. I'm just going to hang. I might take a loss on this euro. But like I said, I'm in my smallest position. I might take a loss on this euro. And if I do, it's okay. My stop is very tight. That's what's going on. I know this video is going long, but there's just a lot to talk about today. This is a pretty big day today. And it's going to be pretty interesting to see how it reacts, right? And I will not be upset if the pound sells off 100 pips today after this gets done. It's not going to bother me. And if you're in a short on the pound thinking it's going to continue up and it goes down, do not get upset that this goes down. Plan your trade. Money management is the key, right? Money management is the key, right? All right, traders. Traders, have a great trading day. great to be with you on a Wednesday. We're looking forward to Thursday, Friday. Friday, last trading day of the month. A lot to go on the rest of the week. Traders, have a great day, and we'll catch you next time. Always remember to trade smart and not hard. Traders, catch you later. Bye-bye.